Gentlemen, 75 meters, front.
Soldier, 75 meters, front!
Hey, how's it going? It's Maverick here with some Arma 3 beta gameplay. I had planned to make a tutorial for the Saturday upload, but unfortunately BIS changed the class names of an item that is required, and I could not figure out the new class name, and it forced me to come up with something else. I got some single player footage for you here. It's a pretty nice combat here. Agia Marina is the like the location. My job is to get to the military base just east of Agia Marina and take out an ammo stash or something, and I have to fight through the village or the city, if you want to call it that. I use a pretty sweet AI script for the hostiles. They will occupy buildings, they will patrol in and around buildings, and they're actually quite skilled, and it's pretty intense. I'm leading a 4-man infantry team, all AI obviously. And I have some problems because even though AI has improved in Arma 3, as soon as you go into urban environments such as Agia Marina here, they have a lot of trouble handling the terrain. So they get stuck on walls, they can't really cross bridges as it seems. They have problems with that like riverbed in the middle. So it's really hard to actually lead them and kind of try to guide them through the whole urban environment here, and yeah, that's quite annoying actually. I use the new UAVs and UGVs for support. You see here in front of me a UGV with the grenade launcher and the machine gun. I also have some aerial equipment at my disposal, a Greyhawk to clear out some vehicles, as well as a darter drone for recon. I try to bring them to pretty good use, but also here it's they're AI controlled and they don't always behave as I want them to. You might already have wondered about the weapon I'm using. Just from the first couple of seconds there of this video, I'm using the R3F mod, or weapon mod. I introduced it in an earlier video. It's a pretty awesome mod, a lot of great hardware weapon wise. This is a 7.62mm light machine gun, and yeah, it has quite some punch to it, and it's excellent to suppress enemies, especially if you're trying to advance through a village or town such as Agia Marina. I'm gonna take it slow and easy because I want to survive obviously, and I want to try to keep my ALs alive because I really need them, and if they die they will respawn back at base and they have to like walk back to me. Also the UGVs, they don't respawn, so I have two armed ones. I have one supply vehicle and I have I think 2 darter drones and a Greyhawk. I'm just using the Greyhawk now. Basically I'm giving it some orders to engage the village, and hopefully it's going to take out the vehicles. If not, I'm going to take control myself and to try to do it manually. Might be better actually. I think they have slightly changed the the sensibility and everything on the controls, because it seems a little bit different than it was last week. As you might have heard, you can now configure your keys, or basically the controls for planes as well as the submarines as well in the control settings. So you can use your joystick and stuff to control the drone here, the Greyhawk, and also submarines if you want that. Just scanning for vehicles now, picking up at least 2, but I kind of want to see where they're standing, because sometimes you can lock onto them even though they're behind a building or something, and if you fire your missiles you will actually hit the building instead of the right. But it seems as if they're in the open. Took out those 2. Yeah, there's a Merit as well, coming around for another turn. I really think they've changed something in the sensitivity settings. Kind of a sharp turn here. Locked on. Missile way. There we go. I think that takes care of the vehicles, so it's already a little bit safer to move in. I just lost one of those stompers, basically the first one. Probably by an AT missile or something. That's not good. Just gonna let the Greyhawk circle the area a bit. Keep it ready if I need it afterwards. And I guess it's a good idea to call in the second stomper, because without it, we're pretty much screwed. Civilians running around as well, so I have to watch my fire. Keep scanning the area. The hostile AI is pretty accurate, so they can take me out on a long distance if I'm not careful. And this right here, the approach to the city is really dangerous because you have a lot of open ground to cover. Once you're between the building and your AI keeps up to you in a single player mission, it's actually easier than in open ground. And in multiplayer, obviously, if you have good team play and some squad tactics, you can really cover the angles and stuff in an urban environment. But always the way to the buildings, to the first building, is pretty much the rough part. Okay, called in the stomper. I think I'm gonna try to get some eyes on that city. Close in a bit.
Go, all cover.
Just hope shit doesn't hit the fan before the stompers here, because just the four of us will not be able to prevail against an entire city of AIs.
Moving.
The new smoke looks pretty nice. A lot of movement there. At least two of them. I think they took cover. Maybe I hit one or so, but I don't think it's clear yet. Let's see what the stomper's doing. It's on its way. Still got my AI behind me. So far so good. Just gonna use some smoke here. It will hopefully cover me a bit. Stompers here. Oh man, the AI is blocking its way. Can you believe that shit?
Move up!
On the way.
It was actually a great toss with the smoke. And now the stomper ran over one of my guys. He just passed out. Excellent. There it is.
Go, all cover.
So working with a stomper, basically with any vehicle in close quarter combat, has really to be like a symbiosis, you know. You really have to take care of each other, so the vehicle has to pretty much suppress the enemies, give them a hard time. That lets the infantry like move up to buildings, clear them and stuff, while the vehicles are covering outside. And it's also like, yeah, as I mentioned, it's a symbiosis. The infantry has to make sure to take out ATs if possible, and search for IDs, so improvised explosive devices and stuff. So they really have to take care of each other, and then you're going to be successful. If you just let the vehicle move in, it's probably going to be taken out by some explosives or an AT maybe from a balcony or something. If you just send the infantry in, they will get lit up probably, because there's just too much enemies and too much like non-coverable areas, too many windows, doors, balconies, corners, and they cannot cover everything. And the vehicle with usually the more advanced optics and thermal scopes and stuff, thermal imaging optics, they definitely have an advantage in spotting targets. So you got to take care of each other, then it's gonna work. So we're really close now. I guess the shit is about to hit the fan.
Soldier, 75 meters. Front.
Yeah, there they are. Just glad I brought a machine gun. This thing is pretty badass. Large caliber, 100 round magazine or belt. So that's pretty impressive, and it's a lot of firepower in urban combat. But it's really, sometimes it's better than an assault rifle, because you can just like spray an area when you come around the corner. And with this script, the script I'm using here, the AI is really smart. I'm talking about the enemy AI, not the friendlies apparently. They move around, they walk between the buildings, from building to building, patrol in and around them. They try to outflank you. They throw grenades and smoke at you. They use pretty much their whole equipment, which makes it hard but also interesting. Unfortunately, the friendly AI, as I mentioned before, they're pretty stupid when it comes to urban combat. They get stuck on walls, they get stuck in the riverbed, they can't cross bridges, as it seems. And yeah, they're almost not usable in a village such as Agia Marina.
Cover me!
3, 4, move up.
Understood!
Form line.
I try to keep the AI with me while the Stompers kind of guarding the road, hopefully engaging some enemies. I don't think I heard him shoot just yet, but as soon as the hostiles keep pouring in, they will start engaging it, and it will fire back and hopefully be faster before it gets taken out again. I'm trying to move a bit through the terrain here, clear some buildings. It's pretty intense because the hostiles can be like in every building. They can shoot out of the windows. It can be on the ground floor or the first floor, lying on a balcony. So as mentioned, it's an awesome script. It's really intense, but if you're basically playing alone, it's really rough, because you obviously can't guard yourself 360 degrees all the time. There you go. Oh shit, I'm empty. Grenade, I don't know if it was a friendly grenade or a hostile, but I think it took him out. That's one. Fucking civilians keep walking up to me. There's another one over there. Can't really see him. Suppressing a bit. Maybe I can sneak peek through the window here. Can't confirm the kill.
Contact, rifleman. 2, heal that soldier.
We'll go!
4, return to formation. We'll go.
At least ordering AIs to heal you works.
Waiting.
So the AI medics, they do their job. He threw grenades. Just hope he didn't hit.
0, 1, Niner,
And
0,
I probably
5,
took care of one of my guys.
Ready. What's your position?
Yeah, he respawned back at base, so I guess the medic that just healed me got KIA. I wasn't fast enough for taking out this soldier there in the corner. So I think I'm pretty much alone here, which sucks. I got one AI over there, but he appears to be stuck on a wall or something.
Meters. Front. 4. Fall back.
We'll go.
Calling in the stomp, or maybe they can take out some hostiles,
Back off. 300 meters.
keep them off my back. Shot at from the open terrain there.
Soldier. 300
Civilian.
meters. East.
No idea where he is. If he's prone in the grass, he's... Oh no, he's right here. That's one of them. Holy crap, there's more. Didn't hit the civilian, fortunately. Better reload. Still map contacts over there though. See what's up with that AI. Friendly one. Still getting shot at from over there. Maybe somewhere out there. Stomper's taking fire as well. Hear the ricochets of the metal. But it should be able to defend itself. As long as it doesn't take any AT fire, or like really a rain of 40 mic or hand grenades. It handles itself pretty well. See the small arms fire. Oh, there's one. This weapon really is a beast. Okay, should have a friendly AI just here.
Soldier. 300 meters. East.
He's fucking prone. Why don't you move?
Fall back.
Roger. Report position.
He's kind of stuck. Don't ask me why. Lately it happened a few times to me that AI got like stuck in the binocular animation. So if they have a binocular in their gear, they use it, they start looking around, and then they kind of get stuck. They don't select their weapon anymore. They don't follow your orders anymore. Keep up with you. So I hope there's still gonna be some improvements in that area before the full game is released, because quite frankly I think it was actually better in the alpha than it is now. Some stuff has really changed for the worse in my opinion with AI. And it's really annoying if you want to play a little bit single player, have some groups, some vehicles under your command, and they get stuck on every obstacle in their way. That's just annoying. They do handle open terrain pretty well, but as soon as you go in or between buildings,
Report position.
it seems to be too much for them. Oh, there's a guy in there. Use a flashbang on him. Flashbang, another weapon add-on. It's not the same as the R3F one. It's another one. Also already introduced by me in an earlier video. Pretty nice as well. Works great on AI. This guy was already dead, hanging on the fence. Yeah, the flashbangs pretty awesome. They work great with AI. I think also on human players, if you want to use them in multiplayer. They really have a stun effect, blinding effect, and makes it a lot easier to clear rooms and stuff, especially if you have like civilians in there or hostages or some scenario like that. Still a lot of enemies apparently. I still have no idea what's going on the, what is it, northern side, the other side of the riverbed, but I obviously can't clear everything at the same time with just 4 guys, so it would be great in the multiplayer scenario to have like a second squad, maybe advancing with a boat or something on the water and going for the northern part of the riverbed, kind of join up in the center then and advance for the military base. A lot of fun stuff in multiplayer if you use or if you play in single player using AI. It's pretty hard to set it up. No, the setup is not hard actually, but it's always touch and go with AI if they actually are able to complete a task as you intend them to. Situation calmed for a second. 2 of my guys are on their way, regrouping. They're on foot upon base, so it's gonna take them a few seconds. The other one is stuck on that wall, just hopping here in the turret of the UGV. I think that might be a hostile there, kind of stuck on a balcony or something. Put him out of his misery. Civilians. Another civilian. Fire coming from OAT. That was probably pretty close. Yeah, this RPG-42 already aimed at me, and I think I lost the wheel. Yeah, I did. The wheel is gone. I still can drive, but it's kind of weird to control it here. More fire coming from the military base, so there are definitely hostiles over there. I don't have to like clear the whole village. I just have to get to the military base, but I don't want to use like the open ground and advance from uphill, because just 4 men against the whole city of AI, if I'm like on top of that hill or on top of the ridge, as soon as I start engaging I will get lit up. And here between the buildings at least I have some cover. I'm trying to get to the riverbed and then advance in the riverbed using probably the best covered areas, and then advance to the military base, clear it, rig this ammo stash, and yeah, blow it up. Quite a massacre here. Stomper did a great job clearing out some hostiles for me. Oh shit, another AI down. I think that came from that building. Enemies, they shoot out of windows. Sometimes you don't even know where it's coming from. Just get suppressed or even lit up. Get some breaking glass there. It's a lot of fun. But it's super intense if you're all alone here. I have one AI kind of also like struggling with the buildings there. You're supposed to move up to me, but he's running around like a headless chicken. The other one is still stuck on that wall. The third one got killed, is back at base and has to regroup again. I'm gonna try to figure out where the fire came from here. Sounds like a machine gun or somewhere on the right as well, but I hope I'm... I gotta move. I don't think I'm safe here. But the Stomper over there is maybe gonna take care of it. I suspect one hostile to be in here. But it's also possible that they shoot at you, and once you get to the building and try to clear it, they already moved on. They might move to the next building, move around the building, and get you from the back.
Report position.
It's pretty nasty. Just look at hostiles over there. I got a map marker like right on me. Might be over here. How the fuck do I get shot in here?
Spec up, 75 meters, front.
The other side of the river.
Right.
There's one. Take that. Another one back there. I really love the gun. It's awesome. Sounds like friendly shooting somewhere close. Silencer. Oh, below the bridge. This guy just... Yeah, walk right in front of me, you fucking dumbass. Jesus Christ. He's injured. I'll try to heal him, but the super scroll menu is messing up again. This guy's still shooting at me back there. Still below that bridge.
Meters, right.
There he is. Good night. Oh, I think I lost the stomper. Yep. Smoke cloud there.
What's your position?
So that
Move
was the
right.
last of
On the
my
way.
ground support vehicles.
3, fall back.
So now I'm pretty much completely on my own. I've no idea how many hostiles there are on the northern side. Better be careful. Trying to make good use of the stances. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Suicidal civilian. They can be anywhere.
3, return to formation.
In multiplayer it would be awesome to have like a sniper team or so. Somewhere on the ridge, high ground. Good overview over the village. Where they can observe your movements.
Engaging soldier, 300 meters.
And give you intel on the fly. Whenever they see hostiles moving around you, and even take them out. Maybe with silenced sniper rifles.
What's
Or
your
basically marksman rifles if you use the original version or the original weapons. The R3F weapon mod has also like heavy duty sniper rifles where you can attach silencers and stuff. So you should really check that out. It's a R3F is a French clan. Yeah, that's a hostile. R3F is a French clan. They are around for
Return to
many
formation.
years. I used to play with them a
Move
few
100
times
meters, right.
back with ARMA 1 actually, quite a few years ago. And they have a few guys making videos. They have a few guys making add-ons and stuff. Really talented people. And this weapon mod here in particular for ARMA 3 is pretty awesome. I'm gonna skip a few minutes here because I want to get my AI back with me before I move on. A lot of open ground ahead, so I don't want to go there alone.
Move up!
Roger.
I'm done in the riverbed now. I get 2 AIs over there behind that bridge, but apparently they're not able to
Soldier,
move
100
under
meters,
it,
right.
keep up with me. So again, urban environment is pretty messed up with AIs. They can't even walk under a bridge. They probably have to find some sort of other way. And the fourth guy is still stuck on that wall, so he was not really
Man, 300
any
meters
help during the
east.
entire
What's your
mission.
position?
So you see them, they walk up there now, they're on the high ground. I hope at least this way they can keep up with me. I'm gonna stay in the riverbed. I got the Dodger flying in. I think I'm gonna take turret controls. Maybe I can spot some hostiles. Oh, it's on the fire. Probably not gonna last very long. Nope, it's already gone. So if you use travel altitude, it usually gets spotted pretty quick and taken out. Doesn't resist a lot of fire. And if you use high altitude, sometimes it seems to be kind of bugging out, you know, it keeps flying weird circles and it's not really following the orders, the waypoint orders. So the use of the darter, in my opinion, is not as good as the other drones available in the beta.
Move 100 meters left!
Roger.
Yeah, AI is doing all kinds of stuff. Now one is on the north side, the other one on the south side. Appear to be having a hostile over here.
Engaging. Soldier, 300 meters left.
Copy. I'm on.
Don't see anything. Apparently they do.
Scratch 1.
Yeah, they got him.
Report position. Move 100 meters left!
On the way.
Seem to have one AI behind me somewhere.
Machine gunner, 100 meters front.
Guy in front of me. I use some smoke.
Rifleman, 200 meters front.
Cover my approach.
Scratch 1.
Almost there. Flashbang. Just in case some guys like guarding the door for the entrance. There's a destroyed vehicle over there. Dead body. Yeah, he's stuck again.
Return to formation.
I'm suspecting a few hostiles in there. Not a destroyed vehicle. There's one. There's another one. Throw some stuff around. Flashbang. That was far enough. Now I'm empty. Should always check my weapon. I got them apples. No idea how many guys there are. I think this one's still up. Oh, holy crap. This time it wasn't a civilian.
Fall back.
Copy.
Report position.
My AI is still like fucking horsing
Machine
around
gunner,
back there
75 meters. Front.
instead of moving up. Oh, they're shooting at someone. Better use some smoke. This might save my life.
Contact, man.
Another one coming around the corner.
Hostile
There might be
down.
one in that guard tower. It's always risky, yep, to throw frags like that. I think the second one went in. Yeah, that looks good.
Fall back.
Copy that.
What's your position?
Looks clear. Let's make sure this guy's actually dead. Yeah, second grenade got him. They're still messing about outside there. It's really annoying. Because if they're like with you, you know, they are
Cover me.
helping you. They acquire targets, they're calling out the targets. If you have it enabled, you will see the markers on the map. They do engage actively and they also hit something. But they do a great job once they're doing something. But most of the time, it's really hard to keep them with you, you know, because they get stuck somewhere. It's just annoying. Looks pretty clear.
I'm covering. Go.
Return to formation.
The ammo boxes are over there. Just trying not to get shot now. The last few minutes. There's a helicopter. I think I heard a helicopter pretty early when I entered the city. This might have been some sort of a troop carrier who brought in some more infantry. Well, actually, I know it was because I made the mission myself.
Report position.
Okay, let's find some explosives. Oh, those are weapons. Rifles. More rifles. Maybe in here. Yep. Oh, that was a claymore, not a satchel. Doesn't matter. Let's grab some demo. Place some charges. Okay, here goes. Where's my AI? Don't want to blow them up.
Moving. Covering
They're
fire.
outside of the fucking base instead of
Go.
just walking in there and keep me company and
Move
covering
300
my
meters.
back.
On the
They
way.
decide to fucking run outside of the fence and it's just horse around a bit, calling the supply vehicle, even though I don't think I really need it anymore. just getting the hell out of here and then blow up that stash. There's a civilian standing right next to it, but I cannot interact with him. Maybe I can scare him away. Doesn't seem to work.
Stay sharp.
So this is gonna be collateral damage. But now once it's clear, the AI is like back with me. It's just great. Another civilian. No, I can't do anything. Okay, I'm just gonna blow up that stash and then basically RTB, so the action part is over. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was like, yeah, a little bit different. It was not a tutorial or a What's New in ARMA episode or multiplayer gameplay or single player, just with like a commentary on it. There goes the stash. This video was not intended to be a rant on Arma 3's AI, but I haven't played a mission in single player for quite a while. When I play single player, it's more like to try something in the editor, to try an add-on or a mod or a script, or create a mission for multiplayer. Or actual gameplay in single player, I have not played quite in a while. And yeah, it's just while I was playing, all those problems came screaming back to me from previous Arma titles, and that's why I mentioned a few things here during this this video. But it's not like to be intended like against BIS or whatever. I'm just calling the stuff out as I see it. You can share your opinion on it. Are you happy with the AI? As mentioned, if you're in open ground, they are really effective. But as soon it seems as soon as if you get in urban terrain between buildings with a lot of obstacles, they just can't handle it anymore. So feel free to share your opinion on the AI in ARMA. Would you like them to be better or more skilled in certain areas? Let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe to my channel, check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Steam and Twitch, and stay tuned for the next video, which is usually Saturdays, and if I got some extra time, also on Wednesdays. I'm Swiss Maverick, catch you soon.
Rifleman, 75 meters, front.
Soldier, 75 meters. Front. Back up. Target down.
Hey, how's it going? Swiss Maverick here with some Arma 3 beta gameplay. I had planned to make a tutorial for the Saturday upload, but unfortunately BIS changed the class name's R3F mod, or weapon mod. I introduced it in an earlier video. It's a pretty awesome mod, a lot of great hardware weapon wise. This is a 7.62mm light machine gun.
Half a click, northeast.
And yeah, it has quite some punch to it, and it's excellent to suppress enemies, especially if you're trying to advance through a village or town such as Agia Marina. I'm gonna take it slow and easy because I want to survive, obviously, and I want to try to keep my ALs alive because I really need them. And if they die, they will respawn back at base, and they have to like walk back to me. Also, the UGVs, they don't respawn, so I have two armed ones. I have one supply vehicle, and I have, I think, 2 daughter drones and a Greyhawk. I'm just using the Greyhawk now, basically giving it some of an item that is required. And I could not figure out the new class name, and it forced me to come up with something else. I got some single player footage for you here. It's a pretty nice combat here. Agia Marina is the like the location. My job is to get to the military base just east of Agia Marina and take out an ammo stash or something. And I have to fight through the village, or the city if you want to call it that. I use a pretty sweet AI script for the hostiles. They will occupy buildings, they will patrol in and around buildings, and they're actually quite skilled, and it's pretty intense. I'm leading a 4-man infantry team, all AI obviously, and I have some problems because even though AI has improved in Arma 3, as soon as you go into urban environments such as Agia Marina here, they have a lot of trouble handling the terrain. So they get stuck on walls, they can't really cross bridges as it seems. They have problems with that like riverbed in the middle. So it's really hard to actually lead them and kind of try to guide them through the whole urban environment here, and yeah, that's quite annoying actually. I use the new UAVs and UGVs for support. You see here in front of me a UGV with the grenade launcher and the machine gun. I also have some aerial equipment at my disposal, a Greyhawk to clear out some vehicles, as well as a Darter drone for recon. I try to bring them to pretty good use, but also here it's they're AI controlled and they don't always behave as I want them to. You might already have wondered about the weapon I'm using. Just from the first couple of seconds there of this video, I'm using the orders to engage the village, and hopefully it's going to take out the vehicles. If not, I'm going to take control myself and to try to do it manually. Might be better actually. I think they have slightly changed the the sensibility and everything on the controls, because it seems a little bit different than it was last week. As you might have heard, you can now configure your keys, or basically the controls for planes as well as the submarines as well in the control settings. So you can use your joystick and stuff to control the drone here, the Greyhawk, and also submarines if you want that. Just scanning for vehicles now, picking up at least 2, but I kind of want to see where they're standing, because sometimes you can lock onto them even though they're behind.